In this video, we're going to be talking about the stages of labor. What do they look like? What are they doing? And what you might experience and feel during that stage. Later videos, we'll be talking about how to cope through the different stages of labor, but for this video, we're just going to be talking about what it actually is. The first stage of labor is active labor that is causing cervical change. This is kind of like a good representation of your uterus and about how big it is when you are pregnant. And your cervix is down here. This top part is your fundus. That is the top portion of your uterus that really does the most of the pushing and work to get baby down. It is also the part that helps push and get smaller to return your uterus to its original size after your baby is born. But we'll talk more about that in the postpartum videos. So your fundus is pushing down and encouraging baby to move down your uterus. What causes your cervix to dilate is baby's head pressing on your cervix and gently opening it. Hopefully gently, right? Hopefully not too quickly. And so when we're looking at the stages of labor, that first stage is really baby moving down and pressing onto your cervix and coming and descending. So that's going to be your longest stage of labor. That labor is kind of like the marathon portion of the labor. It's going to have several different aspects to it. It's going to change slightly over time, but for the most part, it should be pretty steady if things are going perfectly normally. Now, sometimes we're going to have irregular contractions. We're going to be feeling the contractions in places that aren't normal, and there are different positions and things we can try to help encourage things to get back to a steady pace. Remember, labor loves rhythm. Honestly, the human bodies love rhythm. We have our circadian rhythms, we have our hormone cycles. Bodies love things to be going at a certain pace and in a certain order and at a certain time. So, and in fact, that's one of the reasons that most moms go into labor in the middle of the night, because that's when our oxytocin levels are highest. So, hope for a day birth, but honestly, your labor is probably going to start in the evening time. So, like I said, your first stage of labor, that is going to be just bringing baby down. And so your goals in that early labor should be resting, because the fundus is doing the hard part. You want to relax and allow it to do what it needs to do. You also want to focus on things that help baby descend. So that's going to be, being on hands and knees, being upright, helping gravity to bring that baby down, to allow the fundus to have help and assistance in doing what it's already doing an amazing job of. The other thing to consider is that, our muscles always function better when we are hydrated, when we have nutrients. And so love on this giant muscle in your body. Give it the things that it needs to do what it needs to do.